a LR set on linear arrangement with some facing north, some facing south. This kind of a setting unnerves a lot of students, and this set in particular is very difficult in this variety. So this video is making an attempt to teach you that there is a method in which you approach the set, and if you follow everything to a perfect T, things will just fall into place and you will arrive at the solution, even if the set is a tough one. But for you to appreciate this, you need to try this set first on your own. You need to first experience how easy or difficult is it for you. You need to compare the way you were trying this set with the discussion that follows, and then learn the right way, if at all, right? Or if you do a better job than me, great, right? So do give it a good shot, students, right? From my previous videos, you would have realized that in case someone is facing north, I put a point on the north, and for that person the right is to our right and left is to our left, the typical. Whereas if someone is facing to the south, I put a point below it, and now the typical right will become left and the typical left will become right, right? Now O is sitting 4 places away, I don't know right or left, from M. And O is to the left of Q. Be careful with left, right when people are facing different directions. You don't know where Q is facing, right? So we'll treat O. Q is facing south. Okay, so this is comfortable. I have got an absolute direction here. So I'll start making a note of the direction. South, north. South is Q. Okay, so it's Q as south and the left is going to be this. So O is somewhere there. But that M and O, we still don't know where is M and O. So I'll just look at the direction later and I'll handle the first part. So there's an O and an M somewhere. And then 4 places away. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th place is the other person, M or O. So this is a block of 5. Right? So that block of 5 could be in 1 to 5, 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 4 to 8. Okay, so 4 places are there for it. Okay, keep building blocks. O and M, keep that in your mind. Yeah, you have to keep linking if they come again. T is sitting 3 places away from P, the same sort of clue, but not adjacent to N. Not adjacent to N is a negative thing. You can't really make much with it, but then keep that in your mind. Somewhere we will be using it when we link them. So same idea over that. T or a P, I don't know which direction who looks. 3 places away. 1, 2, 3, P or a T. Okay, so this is a block of 4. No one is common. So one thing that comes to mind immediately is this is a block of 5. This is a block of 4. They cannot be exclusive. They cannot be outside each other, because that would make 5 plus 4 9 people, but there aren't 9 people. And this is what I was saying. If you would have read through the clues, did these ideas strike you? So here it's very obvious that this block and this block will have an overlap. So somewhere that P and a T is going to be in between them. Okay, or either the O and the M should be in between them somewhere, right? So that is that. So keep that in mind. It sort of gives you a lot of confidence of how to appear. It gives you that bigger picture of which is going to be placed where. Okay, only one person is sitting to the left of S. Oh, that's a nice clue. That's a sort of an absolute position, second from an end. But we don't know which end, and both the neighbors of S face the opposite direction to him. So there's no absolute direction, but then the relative opposite is known. So now don't gloss over it. There are only 2 ends. So take it. If S is at the left end, so this is the left end, and so one person to the left of end is referring to this one, and this is indeed to the left, the typical left. So this means S is looking northwards. Then he is going to be at the left end, and the 2 neighbors of him will be in the opposite end. Mark everything. And again, from the previous videos, you should know, if you get this, the other side of it is just a mirror image of it. So if we are talking about the right end, 3, then here is S. Now S will look downwards and the neighbors will look upwards. You can run the whole argument again. If this was the end, then this is at 1 to the left. but this is a left. So if this is a left, it seems like a right, but it is a left. Why? Because S is looking downwards and then the neighbor is opposite, right? Okay, so this is an easy clue. I'll call it an easy clue. These are also not very difficult till now, but then, okay, an easy clue, I'm saying it's a good start one, yeah, because from an end. R is sitting at one of the extreme ends. Again, oh, this is an even easier clue than that, at one of the ends. And no one is sitting to the right of him. Oh, so that gives me the direction of R also. So, if R is at the left end, then this direction or this side is the right. But this is my left. So obviously R is looking in the downward direction. Or it could also be the other end. So R could be at the right end and there's no one to the right of him. So R is looking upwards. Now, why this set is difficult is, there is a point where someone might say, oh, R is at left end, so put R over here. Students, we don't know whether this, so the first case is it could be 1 or 2. This independently could be 1 or 2. So this could be clubbed even with this, students. Okay, or this could be clubbed with this. You don't know. If this is clubbed with this, then obviously here it will come. But this could be one end and R could be at the other end also, right? So if you miss that up, that it would be a little unfortunate. Therefore, the set is difficult. But then this is a good start point for me. Okay, N, who is to the immediate left of M, the immediate left, but I don't know which direction M is facing. But M had come somewhere. Oh, so now I see the link is 2 places away from P, and P had also come. So this is going to provide the big link. How? From N, M you can go to N because to the left. From N you can go to P, and from P you can go to T, and from M you can go to O. So this is that link which will provide me the link. Again, a very nice, that is the point that I was talking about, the approach, or there's a logical way which one you will use for what purpose and so on. R and S are facing the same direction. So this gets the sting away from these two. R and S are facing the same direction. So if S is facing upwards and R is also facing upwards, so these two will connect together, or these two will connect together. I don't know which one, right? And I've reached the end. There was no further absolute directions given. So without wasting any time, students, we have to assume one of these ends and start. And which one do you assume? It doesn't matter. In one way I can get to the solution. One assumption. No, see this, yeah, it's a very critical point. So I know the answer, so I'm making a wrong assumption, sort of the typical wrong assumption, and I'm saying R is towards the right end. I'll tell you why I'm doing this towards the end. Watch out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the left end, this is the right end. 8. Because R is upward, S is also upward, so it has to be this out of these two. So S is at the left end, so this is up, and these are the people who are facing down. And if you actually look, you hit a roadblock. This is used up, this is done, so nothing is left except this first, second, and this. So you'll have to force yourself over here. And that also, it's a very obvious thing that you're going to do. You're going to start with M, because from M you can, remember, from M you can go to N, and from N to P, and from P to T, and obviously with N, M and O. And don't forget that these are going to overlap. Anyway, so let's start. But then I don't know which direction M is facing now. But then these are things that stop someone who is very skeptical, someone who is very versatile. The last point that I'm going to make in this set. He would not worry much. He's just going to take one direction and go ahead. And this time again I am choosing M to face downwards because I want to make a point of teaching. What if you assume something and the reality is something different? Then what do you do? So I'm taking M to face southwards. Just again as an assumption I'm looking. He could be upwards. This is also an assumption. You could mark it also if you want. But then these sets are easy, so you'll stop doing them, right? Okay. N is to the immediate left. Now left is going to be the typical right. So this is N. And N is 2 places away from P. 2 places away from P. So it could be this side or this side. So 1, 2. So P could be here. 1, 2. So you have again you are not sure. So now go ahead and make branches and go ahead. So this replicate. P is this side, 2 places. P is this side, 2 places. From N to P. And from P, where do we have to go? We have to go to T. Now P and T have 2 people in between them, or they are 3 places away. So here if you look 3 places away, 1, 2, 3. But in that same thing it's also said T is not adjacent to N, no? So T can't be this side. So it is going to be the other side. 1, 2, 3. 3, right. So T is going to be this side over here. Okay, let's look here. P 1, 2, 3, but this is occupied. So it has to be the other side. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so P and T, the T link is also done without further branching out. Yeah, the T, this thankfully here it was not possible. Here it was not possible because it was occupied. Here because it's given. So that it could proceed only in one direction. Okay, and with M I also could link O. And remember, we identified this clue is going to provide us the link between these people. So M and O. Now there are 3 in between, 4th. So if I look, now do you realize that P and T is this block? And do you realize that M and O cannot be another block here? Because then the 2 blocks will be away and then there would be many people. So it has to be this side. So 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, 4 place. Oh, so this O can't be here. And O can't be the other side also because that would be more. So this is ruled out. And here this is the P and T. M can't go to O this side. It can't be 1, 2, 3 because that would be too long. So it will be this side. 1 place, 2 place, 3 place, and this is your O. So have we got this? So now does this look reasonable? So now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a very large block. And you need to fit this large block in here. That's it, and your answer will be done. It has to happen, students. Yeah. So now let's try to fit in. Could I put M in this position? Obviously no, because then the N would count. If you put M over here, you realize it's going to go beyond it. Remember, this is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So M can only be in 1 or 2. But neither 1, because then the N will conflict, not 2. So this in this form cannot be. But then remember, this is a north and south one. The mirror image of these will work. So this 1 and 2 can also start from here. So M could be in this one position, but that is occupied. M could be in the second position, and instead of going rightwards, go leftwards. That is the point I wanted to make. So I took M to face downwards. If you would have taken M to face upwards, you would have got what you know. You would have got the mirror of this. So just translate this to the other side. Instead of reading it left to right, write it right to left. M, N, blank, P, O, blank, T. This, and now the directions will also change. Is that okay? So take this. And because this was not fitting in from here, this will fit in from this end. So now what? This is going to be either the 7th or the 8th. It can't be the 8th, so it has to be the 7th. So this is M, and it should be so convenient you should directly write it over there. N, blank, P, O, blank, and T. Look, it fitted in 7 places. And why is there 1 missing? That is that Q, who is left over. Okay, and to again close the point that I was making of mirror image. So this is Q, and now we know that O is to the left of Q. So this is Q, this O is here, so this is the left. Yes, and it is a left. So Q is looking upwards north. Oh, but the question said Q looked south. So you might end up saying, oh, so this became an issue. There is no issue. This direction is the south direction. South and north are all relative. This is my answer, which will give me complete all the questions. So if it is asking who is to the right of Q, I will say this, where is the right? Look at these directions here. Okay, this is the right. Okay, this is the right of O. And to the right of O is S. That will be the answer. Okay. If we ask R is facing to which direction, R is facing to the south. South and north are the, just don't get absolute directions and start thinking of north, right, left. Right, left are typically with respect to these points that you have marked. Okay, so this one, this is the left, this is the right. If you take S, this is the right, this is the left. Is that okay? And if he is asking the question about south or north, all this side is south, this side is north. And last, in case seems undigestible to you, in case you cannot adapt yourself to this contrarian perspective, all you have to do is write this whole thing as a mirror, left, right, top, down. So R is to the right end, start from the left end. R, M, N, Q, P, O, S and T. Up, down. Same. N you don't know. Q up, put Q down. Now Q is to the south. P you don't know. O is up, S is down, T is up. And so this is your typical, your usual right, left, north, south, whatever you want. So now Q is looking to the south, which is as per the question. Check south hai, so this will be the left. Is O to the left? Yes. Remember I asked you a question, who is to the, what I don't remember now, right of, I asked you right of O. So we said S. Look here, O is north, right is S. Everything is same in this and this. There is no difference at all. It's just a difference of perspective. That's it. And now this is your south and this is your north. Anyways, whenever I talk about this north and south and so on, suddenly the message gets confused and people lose out. But then you don't miss out that how easily the arrangement was arrived at. I did not need to run through it many times. I did not feel lost going to this clue, that clue, that clue. Everything fitted in perfectly and I got the arrangement. That is important. So this is how we teach DILR. A lot of people know that we teach QA very well, but even in DILR, we are very, very good, right? The link to join my batch, I'll be doing only one batch, is there in the description below. Check out the batch if you wish to join. It just started. Tomorrow, 15th April is the first QA class.